Hey everybody, Scotty G here. The other day I was out golfing, which is one thing I like to do, and my cart was having a problem. A little pull cart, push cart I got a few years ago. Actually, I think it's about 3 years old now. And all of a sudden I looked down and the cart was rolling even though I had the little brake applied. And son of a gun, the wheel started moving. So check this out. Now, mind you, I'm in my basement. I didn't want to do this outside, but all of a sudden, holy cow, the wheel was doing that. And I looked and, that does not look like a good scenario. I could see a bearing and everything was wobbling around. You see that down there? So, of course, it's a golf cart. I forgot who the manufacturer was, so let's dig into this for a minute. So, I did a little bit of work. You can see here there's 3 holes. I took those screws out. I'm like, okay, something's going on here. So I took those screws out. You got to kind of pry this cap off just a little bit to see how the wheel's attached. I'm like, oh, crap. No wonder it's falling apart. I'm not sure if you can really get a good view at that, but I'll show you. I don't think the bearing race is supposed to look like this. Oops. That's a bad plan. So we'll take that out. That wasn't good. And I'm like, okay, well, let's pull the wheel out. Well, Scotty G, where the hell's the bearing? Because that's not a bearing. Sometimes I'll improve this a little bit. But as I go to pull this out with an appropriate tool, well, there's the outside case. There's nothing there. Oh, look at this. Here's the inside. Well, shit. That doesn't do any good. But you can even see the ring. You can even see the ring where the balls are supposed to go. I'm like, well, alright. Let's see what this does. Yep. That's a pretty good looking bearing. Of course, it's hard without instructions trying to figure out what you need to buy and what you got to do. However, when I cleaned it up, you won't be able to read it, and looked up there was a number, 6100ZZ. Well, you know what? When I Googled that, it's like a Timken bearing. So I just ordered 4. When they show up, I'll put it back together, and we'll see how much of a wizard I am. Well, look at this, peeps. My bearing showed up. And nice little PGN, should be about the right size. Of course, nothing works very easy. So look at that. That's what a new one looks like. And that's my old dirty crappy one. So Scotty G realizes part of this is easy. Because this is plastic, this bearing, I can just press right in. This is the side that goes inward. When I press my brake, metal peg goes here and stops it from spinning around. So that's how the cart doesn't move. And well, on this side, it's a little bit more fun. Here on the wheel, see, that's pretty easy to press in. Now what I'm going to have to do here is walk all the way over to the cart. And look at that. You can kind of see here where the shaft is, and this is the little brake pin that I was talking about right up on top. So this is going to be relatively easy because it basically just slides right on. Of course, it's not supposed to fall out, but I probably should have done that first. And then stick this in there, just like that. Now what you can't see, or maybe you can, right on, what you can't see, maybe you can, right on top of there is a little bit of a area for a clip. So I'm going to squeeze this tire on a little bit and we'll put the clip on. Be right back. So now you can see that groove in there a little bit better. I got the bearing pushed all the way in and the wheel put together. So I just kind of do that for a little bit. Get it positioned. I have a very strange, here we go. Look at that. Snap rings in. Wheel spins like a charm. Sorry if I get the bag out of the way. Wheel spins like a charm. So I am just going to put the cover back on, and we'll be right back. Again, as I started to explain before, peeps, the cover is pretty simple. It slips in there, and I've got 3 little screws to screw it back in, which I think I put over in this corner here. I did. And they're just small little Phillips head screws you get to screw back in, and then we're going to be in locomotion heaven. So anyways, it's obviously not as complicated as changing a wheel bearing on your vehicle, because you don't have to press the bearing in and take everything apart. You just have to slightly take out the end cap, remove that snap ring that you just saw me put back in there, pull the wheel out, and whichever bearing happens to be worn. I replaced both of them on here. The inside bearing didn't look too bad, honestly, so I might save it. The bearings on the outside of my other 3 wheels look fine. I took the caps off just to check, but I'm not going to do anything with them. So I bought a 4-pack of bearings for 10 bucks on Amazon. I needed something else, so the shipping was for free. Showed up 2 days later. Instead of buying a new cart, sorry, let me get this mess out of the way. Look at that. Off you go. So, I'll let you know how it works out on the course, peeps. Anyways, peeps, there's another exciting day. Scotty G, the workman, repairing the bearing on his golf cart. He doesn't have to spend another 150 bucks on a new cart. 10 bucks and you're in. Hit me up. Have a great day, peeps.